Hello and welcome to this very brief overview of two subjects offered to senior students under the Home Economics faculty, those two subjects being Hospitality Practices or Certificate 2 in Hospitality. The two subjects that students may choose are Hospitality Practices or a Certificate 2 in Hospitality. Very quickly, Hospitality Practices is an authority registered subject, which means that it does not contribute to an OP score at the end of Year 12. This is generally a very practical subject, but students do need to be aware that there are written components for all units. Certificate 2 in Hospitality, again, does not contribute to an OP score, but does still allow students the opportunity to achieve 4 QCE points if they successfully complete the course. Students should be aware that this is a one-year course only and available in Year 11. If you successfully complete the course, it would be recommended that you look for either a school-based traineeship in hospitality, or perhaps you would then transfer across to Hospitality Practices in Year 12. Course content in Hospitality Practices is designed to allow students the opportunity to plan and prepare for the delivery of a large-scale hospitality function each term. In order to do this, students will be involved in weekly practical cookery lessons that allow them to practice the skills and techniques required. It is very important to note that students are responsible for providing all ingredients for weekly practical cooking tasks. The theory units within this subject are designed to further enhance students' understanding and ability to be able to plan and deliver hospitality functions on a large scale. Each unit is assessed under both practical and theoretical conditions. Practical assessment involves the planning and preparation and running of hospitality functions. Please be aware that in most cases, these functions require time outside of school hours as well as lunchtimes and before school. Students should be prepared to make this commitment when deciding to choose hospitality practices. The written assessment tasks are conducted under a number of conditions, but can include written supervised exams, personal reflections or evaluations on the practical functions, as well as long-term folio work that looks at all elements involved in running and planning a hospitality function. Students interested in studying the Certificate 2 in Hospitality would undergo a vocational training style course. Students would work their way through a number of units as can be seen listed on the screen. As with many certificate courses, these units are nationally recognised and can be transferred to other certificates if required. Assessment in the Certificate 2 course is very much a competency-based assessment model, which allows students to work through each unit at their own pace. While the course involves both practical and written assessment skills, students do have the opportunity to be assessed across a variety of modes, including practical assessment, written assessment, observation of skills, as well as third-party reports from hospitality industry work placements. It is important to note that due to the time demands of the course, students will be expected to complete some assessment and some theory work in their own time. That brings us to the end of this very brief overview of the two subjects offered through Home Economics, that being Hospitality Practices and Certificate 2 in Hospitality. Should you have any questions or would like further information, please contact Matt Denning, Head of Department for Physical Education, Sport and Home Economics, at the details listed on screen.